rest of the day. Ready? And racing, first out Detective Dash, hunting up with it though, African Violet and wide out, White Dot Wong gets across, Detective Dash now hunts up with it, back in the field African Violet, Fear Failure out wide at Dave's Dot, further back in the field now Strubasi, Somersault, Uncle Jock on the turn, in front Detective Dash in the middle, African Violet up the inside, Detective Dash straight and true the prize, beats African Violet, third to go by was Dave's Dot out wide in front of Fear Failure, White Dot Wong out wider on the track, Uncle Jock, back with Somersault and Strubasi. Never in the race, it'll be back at the tail. Ready for the second. Racing Aussie Joshy comes out towards the tail end of the field. Homebush Flutie at the most box speed with Renegade Comet. Now Aussie Joshy pushes Paint to the first bend, although goes very wide. Checks out of the race. Kim's My Name. Favourites got plenty to do. Into the back they go. Renegade Comet and Homebush Flutie on top. They're the inside for Forkner. Bale looks dangerous. 4 away Aussie Joshy gets going now. Further back in the field, Gold Star Sawyer, Gold Star Ashton, Opawa, Sledge and tailed off. Kim's My Name. On the home turn, here comes Aussie Joshy. Forkner Bale made the lead, but Aussie Joshy over on the outside, massive. Aussie Joshy beat Forkner Bale, Opawa, Sledge steaming home. Still there, Renegade Comet followed across the line then by Gold Star Ashton, Homebush Flutie knocked up with Kim's My Name and Gold Star Sawyer. Wow. How good's this? How good is that? You would have torn your tickets up at the first bend. Aussie Joshy. Racing, Opawa Rooster went up with the lid slightly. First out was Cosmic Richie. El Narco chases it. Gold Star Scooby. Opawa Rooster gets to the outside and starts to run. Getting a check off heels. Gold Star Marvelli. Brad Baxter gets back to third last in front of Opawa Vegan. Last of all, Gold Star Renee. Down the back they go. Cosmic Richie and El Narco over 2 litres. But here comes Opawa Rooster. Round the outside quickly. Followed back then by Gold Star Scooby. Back on the inside, Gold Star Marvelli. Further back, Opawa Vegan. Gold Star Renee. Brad Baxter up they come, kicking back El Narco. El Narco knocks off Opawa Rooster. Cosmic Richie's run third, followed home then by the next on crossing either Gold Star Scooby or Gold Star Marvelli. Further back Opawa Vegan, Gold Star Scooby back with Gold Star Renee. Roger on the run, ready to now. Racing, Pyro Polly just comes out fair. First out, Colby Lass, another charm now. Pyro Polly tries to push between them and out wide. Nipper a spot getting around them. Back and behind them now, another charm. On the drift now is Token Ace back in the field. Idle Georgie knocked a few back and Ida Weave on the turn though. Pyro Polly, she's off and gone. Second will be Nipper a spot. Third home, Colby Lass and Idle Georgie. So the outside 4 traps, 1, 2, 3, 4. Back in the field then would have been Token Ace, knocked a few back, Ida Weave, and another charm back amongst the tail enders. Ready? Racing, first out from out wide was Express Gun over Nipper of Sambuca, who pushes up the inside. Right there to Opawa, Sheldon, Flaming Sambuca, deeper out, no contest. Further back in the field now is Superbad. Last 2, Homebush Scribe and Magic Mike on the home turn. Still in front, Express Gun. Opawa, Sheldon finds the rails and goes swish. Opawa, Sheldon beats out Express Gun. Late on the scene, Nipper of Sambuca, a big run for third from no contest. Opawa, Sheldon. Further back there would have been, if it wasn't Opawa, Sheldon, it was Superbad back in the field with Homebush Scribe, Flaming Sambuca and Magic Mike. Set for race 6. Racing, Rush Cutter Action out fairly. Granny Magnet back to last early, showing the speed out wide. Princely Gold gets across in front of Avalanche City. Hunting up the inside now as Rush Cutter Action. Idle Jazz goes a little wide. Starting to pick a path through the field is Homebush Tulip. Dinah Bevelin well back in the field. Ryan Gold and Granny Magnet is last. Down the back they go. Princely Gold opens them up by 5 lengths on Rush Cutter Action. Then came Idle Jazz further back in the field. Avalanche City. Granny Magnet starts to run now. Gap off in the race. Ryan Gold, Homebush Tulip and Dinah Bevelin up they come. Kicking on now, Rush Cutter Action's got to the lead in the prize. Granny Magnet, massive in defeat. It's run second, third to go by Idle Jazz, Avalanche City. Further back on crossing, Ryan Gold, G Princely Gold knocked up, back with Dinah Bevelin and Homebush Tulip, the last of them in. Ready now. Racing. Comes out pretty well today, a little bit funny. Up there early though was Obayance looking to get to the lead now, a little bit funny, rails underneath it. Up there early too was Awesome Annie, pushing it on the inside of it. Kelly's My Name, very wide to the first bend. Opawa Buck's Eye, saving ground Kadir Bale, and also following it through Lucia Star. A little bit funny's in front, off and gone. Run to the tote, away by 4. Obayance in second, round the outside Lucia Star, Opawa Buck's Eye, Kadir Bale, further back Junk Mail, 2 at the tail, Awesome Annie, Opawa Buck's Eye, but little bit funny. Oh, she's worked out this racing game and she's killed them by 8. Second home in the race would have been Kelly's My Name running on. Lucia Star third, followed across the line Obayance, Awesome Annie. Further back on crossing Kadir Bale, Junk Mail, and last in Opawa Buck's Eye. Ready for race 8. Racing first out centre field, 7 missed up the inside though. Speedy Blue Blood tries to match it, wider out Cactus Jack into the clear now and starts to boom around them. Following it into the race, No Respect. Further back then Homebush Kelso Rand, who was checked out of the race with Homebush Zippy on the turn. In front Speedy Blue Blood, 7 missed down the outside, powering home Cactus Jack too late. Speedy Blue Blood beats Cactus Jack, 7 missed. Next to go by Homebush Kelso out wider, No Respect. Break off in the field 2, Game Controller. Rand and Homebush Zippy missed it today and that was it. It's 9, ready. Racing Wheelchair Norm first out with Puma Pants. Up the inside is Technic, wider out is Birdie T. About 2 lengths away is Zircon, out wider Stormy Norm. Further back another Cruise and Corborn Craig is tailed off up to the turn. Wheelchair Normie's 3 in front of Technic and Birdie T. Puma Pants on the drift, up they come. Wheelchair Norm, it's 15 in a row. Second across Birdie T, Technic third and Puma Pants has run fourth. And behind those would have been another Cruise, Stormy Norm, Zircon and Corborn Craig. Didn't cope at all, he'll be last. Off and racing, Penalty Bale out okay. First out though was John Snow Lives to run to the lead over another message now. Penalty Bale gets a lovely run through to the first corner. About 2 lengths away then is Shift the Blame. Down on the inside of runners, Shady Snapper finds the rails. Seder Nation gets nice and handy, 2 at the tail. Another message now with Charlie Runkle. Down the back they go. Penalty Bale's got to the lead over Kennelmate. John Snow Lives 2 lengths away. Seder Nation then Shady Snapper. Further back in the field there is Penalty going to be Pujiko Bolt on the home turn though. Penalty Bale off and gone, charging home again. John Snow Lives, but Penalty Bale too good. Beats John Snow Lives and Shady Snapper. It's a Roberts trifecta. Next in Pujiko Bolt when it was all over. Further back on crossing, Shift the Blame. Seder Nation knocking up with another message and Charlie Runkle. Ready now. Racing, first out from out wide to buzz to the lead is Botany Ellen. Out with it too is Frosty Action. Opawa Richie kicking up the inside of Milan around the first bend. Out very wide there, Storming Mac drifts to the tail. Getting in front of him, although copping a check was no sweat. Also there too is Ebert Bale and dropping the tail. Opawa Richie now down the back they go. It's a charge. And round the outside is Frosty Action, who copped a check too. Milan's got to the lead. Over Botany Ellen, 2 lengths away then, still there. As they come up towards the turn, there is Helsty Bale. Up they come. Milan up the inside. Botany Ellen kicks again. Botany Ellen beats Milan. Helsty Bale in a photo there for third was Storming Mac, who was powering home at the end. Ebert Bale next in from no sweat. Back was Opawa Richie and Frosty Action, who was in it till she copped one across the top, albeit the tail. And racing, first out centre field was No Tinkerbell. G Translator stood there and missed it. It's 2 lengths last. No Tinkerbell leads Opawa Cheviot earlier. Right in behind them, Heritage Watch, followed back in the field then by Wymac, Gold Star, Coco, Opawa Plum. 2 at the tail, Opawa Hope, and Translator's got to get round them all. Up the straight they come the first time, and Opawa Cheviot puts 4 lengths on them. No Tinkerbell second. Kennelmate Heritage Watch round the outside. Back on the inside is Wymac. Further back then to the next is Opawa Plum. Margin back in the field. Gold Star Coco, Opawa Hope, and Translator still last. Off the top they come. Opawa Cheviot's got 6 lengths on them. Round the outside, Heritage Watch. Then came Wymac, Opawa Plum. Translator not today. Opawa Cheviot out by 5. Heritage Watch heads the chase, but Opawa Cheviot beats Translator. Third to go by Wymac when it was all over. Followed back then by next on crossing Opawa Hope. Translator got miles out of its ground. Further back, Opawa Plum, Gold Star Coco, and No Tinkerbell knocked up to be the last one in. To go, favourite out of the 1, Black Dan. Racing, first out was Greet the Judge, runs to the lead out wide on the track as Adjudicator. Homebush Jericho pushes up the inside. Black Dan's in trouble, back and behind, wants to run wide, pushes out La King, so Opawa short. Well back in the race also is Oiti Allen and Lexi Ray on the turn. In front, Greet the Judge over Homebush Jericho. Greet the Judge hanging on, will beat out Homebush Jericho. Third to go by, 2 or 3 lengths away was Adjudicator, and La King's up there too. Followed across the line then by Black Dan. Oiti Allen never in the race with Lexi Ray, and Opawa short back at the tail. Ready now. And racing, first out from out wide was Wake Up Susie up there too. With it now is Gold Star Lincoln. Stormy Sunday pushing on the inside. Ketchikan Blue, but can't quite get through now. Does so. Running off the rail is Umbrian Bale. Takes Wake Up Susie very wide. Also check Mr. Bear on the turn. In front now still, and kicking right away is Umbrian getting the prize. Ketchikan Blue beats out second across Gold Star Lincoln. Third to go by photos between Stormy Sunday and Giancana. Back in the field would have been Wee Rocking. Wake Up Susie was checked early, as to Umbrian Bale, and Mr. Bear cops him across the top.